Join me in painting this beautiful Christmas card using watercolor. The sketch needed for this painting is given here and the link to the sketch is given in the description from where you can download the image. I teared the masking tape into two halves as shown in the video. I'm going to stick the torn masking tape on the watercolor paper. I secured the four sides of watercolor paper using masking tape. You can see I'm sticking the remaining half of the masking tape on the watercolor paper near the belly of the duck. This torn masking tape creates rough edge for the background, which symbolizes the presence of snow in our painting. The bottom part of the torn masking tape is left as paper white, which visually represents the presence of snow. First, I start by wetting the background. Next, I mix cobalt blue with small amount of emerald green to paint some areas in the background. Next, I am using violet to paint the remaining areas in the background. Be careful not to paint inside the duck. After painting the background, tilt the board and allow the excess pigment to get collected near the tape. Using a wastecloth, wipe all those excess pigment. This is an important step to avoid backrun. I am tilting the board in all directions and wiping the excess pigment near the tape. When the paper is still wet, I use a brush loaded with white pigment to make marks on wet background. You can see formation of white blooms on the wet background. I felt therapeutic to watch these blooms. After painting the background, allow the paper to dry completely. Now remove the masking tape and reveal the snowy landscape. Next, we are going to paint the duck. First, I wet a small portion under the neck of the duck. I also wet the belly area of the duck. I am going to leave some white area to show the duck is white in color, and we are going to paint only the shadow part of the duck. I use extremely light value of the pigment to paint the shadow part of the duck. First I use Naples yellow and then I'm going to use Payne's grey. Next, using orange pigment, I paint the beak and feet of the duck. Using brown color, I paint the shadow part of the webbed feet and the beak. Next, using vermilion hue, I paint the hat. Again, I'm going to use brown color to paint the shadow part of the hat. Next, paint the shadow under the hat using cobalt blue. Next, paint the shadow of the duck on the snow using light value of violet. Finally, splatter some acrylic white for the falling snow. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.